Have you ever had to explain to a non-technical person why email is the most important internet account they have? Of course, everyone here in this group of wonderful cybersecurity professionals already knows that email is the most important account they have. Not banking, not Amazon, not Facebook, but email. But have you ever had to explain it to someone outside of a professional corporate setting? Well, I have hundreds of times. And when I do, I ask them a question. When you set up an online banking account or Amazon or anything else, what do they want to know from you? Why, they want to know your email address. So if anything goes wrong or needs fixing, they can send you an email that allows you to fix the situation, whether it's changing a lost password or whatever. That's why email is the most important online account you have. That's why it needs a strong password. You know what they say to me? Huh, wow, I never thought about it that way. Nobody ever told me that. We have a very serious situation here. It's as if most people driving cars today don't know the steering wheel is one of the most important parts of the car. The majority of people using the internet don't know how to be safe on the internet. That's the sad truth of it. They just don't know what the heck they're doing out there. They're trying to do the best they can, clicking around willy-nilly, trying to figure stuff out, clicking on who the heck knows what they're clicking on. They don't really know how any of this works. They don't know what a browser is. They don't know what a network is. They sure don't know what the internet is. They don't even really know what happens when you click a mouse. You know why that is? It's not because they're stupid or they're too old to get it or anything like that. I work for a lot of very educated people, brainiacs, high-end PhDs, and they're falling for phishing scams and victimized by identity theft the same as people who barely made it out of high school. It's because nobody's ever taught them how to be safe on the internet. Nobody. Internet safety training and education for the general public is virtually non-existent. What should be just another part of general life education, just like how to read and write, simply isn't there. You know, most people can follow instructions if they just know what the instructions are. But nobody's ever told the general population at large what the instructions for the internet are. I was asked to speak at a local business association meeting where there were about 40 or 50 prominent business leaders present, CEOs, presidents, doctors, lawyers, and we had a discussion about risk. I explained to them about what we in the cybersecurity world call your risk appetite. Essentially, how much risk are you willing to take on before an epic fail occurs? At the end of the discussion, I asked a question. How many of you here use online banking? Every hand in the room goes up, all of them. Then I asked, how many here have had any internet safety and online security training? The room gets real quiet. Finally, one hand goes up. One. These are people controlling countless millions of dollars in our economy, people doing online banking. These folks are doing online banking, controlling countless millions of dollars in our economy, controlling thousands of jobs, and only one person out of the entire group of big shot business folks had ever had any internet safety training. That's why crime on the internet is such a raging, flaming train wreck of a disaster. It's because, as far as the general population goes, security awareness training is a failure, and the internet bad guys know it. They know most people are clueless. In fact, they're counting on people being clueless. When the bad guys launch a phishing campaign, it's not gambling, it's a sure thing. So what's to be done? The answer is, of course, education and training. But it has to be available to everyone to achieve broad, long-term results. Most all security awareness programs are aimed at either little school kids or corporate government employees. School kids are taught predator avoidance, and corporate enterprise employees are given gotcha email phishing tests. That needs to change. We need to develop a truly internet safety aware culture. We do have some okay programs for kids, some kids anyway, but in truth, it's a small percentage of kids that get any meaningful internet safety training, if they get any at all. It's mostly just say no or call an adult. And yes, we have some good things aimed at corporate and enterprise situations, like the stuff that KnowBe4 does. But what about everyone else? Why is no one reaching out to the people who are being actively exploited today, losing countless dollars to internet criminals, adults, everyday adults, mom and pop computer users, parents, mothers and fathers, the aging population, small and medium-sized business owners and employees? These are the people who are being actively exploited now, losing mountains of money now, today. The answer is us, people like you and me, and the cybersecurity companies represented here. Organizations like mine, the Internet Safety Group, a 501c3 nonprofit, and people like you, cybersecurity companies and professionals. We are uniquely qualified to fulfill the mission of creating an internet safety aware culture, but it's going to take serious, deliberate buy-in from the heads of our organizations. It's going to take a commitment to this most crucial area of social responsibility. We need to think outside the walls of our individual businesses, get outside the borders of our InfoSec enclaves that we've built, and start reaching out to the public at large in order to achieve lasting change. The teaching methods and frameworks for internet safety community training already exist. At the Internet Safety Group, we've been developing and providing internet safety community training with fantastic proven success for over 10 years. Here's a video of a class we did at a local library right before COVID hit. It was packed. All of our presentations are packed. People are hungry. People are starving for good internet safety training. If you teach it, they will show up. I call it the 12-step program. We have also developed a framework that individuals and companies can employ in their own public outreach programs to further their corporate social responsibility efforts by supporting internet safety community training. We have developed this framework to enable community technologists and trainers in how to host, manage, and present live, in-person, and online virtual internet safety community training, and that's where you and your companies come in. Bruce Schneier would call us public interest technologists, working on a tech project with a public benefit. That's a pretty good way of characterizing what we do. At the Internet Safety Group, we have developed a powerful, proven, and very thorough framework for teaching the general public how to stay safe on the internet. We emphasize real-time, live, interactive sessions with students. Pre-recorded sessions can sometimes work, but live is best. It's not good enough to simply put up a web page or YouTube video and say, there, look, hey, we're providing internet safety training. Not good enough, because there will be questions, and you need to be there to interact with your audience with real-time answers to questions and those seeking advice. Shoving off questions to an email interface, or worse yet, a chatbot, is not the best way to do this. The framework for internet safety community training covers how to teach, public speaking methods and techniques, who should teach, because not every expert out there is a good public speaker, what to teach, the major items to teach people how to be safe. That's the 12-step program. As part of the teaching framework, we discuss how to avoid arcane, unexplained InfoSec acronyms and trendy buzzwords like DDoS, attack vector, exploit, threat actor, vulnerability, nation state, things like that. If you're using words and phrases like that all the time, you're not communicating in a way that the general public will know what the heck you're talking about. For me, it was a revelation years ago when I discovered I needed to stop using the word security. The word security doesn't really communicate to people who don't work in security, but the word safety Well, everyone knows what safety means. Our teaching framework also covers where to teach. Free, high quality public venues just waiting for someone to use them. How to get community support through advertising and promotion. How to get free advertising. How to get sponsors, because it costs money to do this. How to help companies achieve their corporate social responsibility missions by supporting your work. How a comprehensive framework leading to an internet safety aware culture can be built and sustained. This is what we do at the Internet Safety Group, and it's our mission to help other people do the same thing. We're just one small group, though, a 501c3 nonprofit charity in one area of the country. The goal is to build a broad coalition of interest and participation on a national and global scale in order to fight the internet bad guys and win. Content is the other half of the framework for internet safety community training. One half is teaching, the other half is what to teach. We set the stage for the 12-step program by establishing a few foundational facts, such as the term computer. That includes all internet-connected devices, such as desktop, laptop, tablet, and smartphone computers. What does it mean for account logins to be stolen? Remember to avoid terms like credentials in your explanation. What is a botnet? Explain that the internet bad guys do not care if there's anything important on your computer. They are just as interested in using it as a shield to hide behind. Emphasize the importance of reading what is actually on your screen, every word. Understand who the bad guys are. Pimply-faced teenage vandals or organized internet crime cartels. Define terms like malware, virus, ransomware. Describe how most internet bad guys succeed through trickery and deception. They are con artists. Explain how there is no one single magic cure-all that will keep a person safe on the internet. Safety is done in layers like an onion. Many layers are strong. After laying down a few basic principles, we start the 12-step program with step 1, why updates? Why do we need to constantly be updating things? It's because the world of programming and coding is a giant mess, full of mistakes, oversights, and flaws. Hundreds of errors, thousands of errors, millions of errors. Internet bad guys use programming errors to trick us. Updates repair the errors. Step 2, anti-malware programs. Explain why, in spite of all the world's internet advances, we still need them. How viruses, worms, and Trojans sneak into our computers and get us in trouble. With thousands of new viruses released on the internet every day, antivirus programs are another important security and safety layer. And explain why Macs need antivirus protection the same as a PC. Step 3, strong passcodes. Call them passwords, call them passcodes, call them passphrases. We still have them, and we still need them. We explain why we need to pay attention to them being strong, remembered, and protected. We discuss ways to do this with password managers, etc. Step 4, security questions. Why do we have them? If they are obsolete, why are they still around? Should I give truthful answers to security questions? I like to use a few examples of prominent people whose email accounts were hacked because of security questions. Step 5, password protections. Using passwords to protect your desktop or laptop computer login, whether it's a PC or a Mac, what the benefits are and what you might want to do. We explain using passwords to protect accounts, phones, and other devices. Step 6, browsers. The most misunderstood piece of software we use every day. We explain what exactly is a browser? What is its purpose? What is an internet address? What is a URL? How can I be safe with my browser? Are some browsers better than others, and why? What about cookies, browsing histories, and temporary files? Step 7, safe surfing and commerce. We discuss browser protection plugins like Web of Trust, Avast, and Ghostery. What does the S in HTTPS mean? Why is there a lock symbol and why should I care? We explain what country codes are that we see in emails and website addresses and how to learn what they mean, how to recognize if a link is a fake, and how to spot fake websites. Step 8, how to protect email. We explain why email is the most important account you have, that the most dangerous emails you receive will be from your friends, what to do about email attachments, how to manually scan email attachments. We discuss how to detect fake email sender names. Should we even be doing email on our phones, the least secure devices we own? Is it too late to put the email horse back in the barn? What are the advantages and disadvantages of email programs like Outlook over webmail? We explain what multi-factor authentication is and why it needs to be the new normal, and why you need different email accounts for different purposes. Step 9, how to spot fakes. We explain how to spot fake emails and fake websites. We show multiple examples of bad grammar, bad spelling, goofy email addresses, and suspicious country codes. Why legitimate companies will never send you an email telling you to verify your personal information and login. How to use Google to investigate suspicious emails and websites, wording, and country codes. Why you should call companies directly if you are concerned about an email they sent you. We demonstrate using mouse pointer hovering to reveal link addresses. Why multi-factor authentication helps defeat account theft and why it should be enabled on all email, shopping, and social media accounts. How to create text alerts and enable text notifications from all of your financial accounts. We discuss why you should enable free account freezes, not locks, at all 4 major credit reporting bureaus: Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and Innovis. Step 10, safe computer cleanup, securely storing files and erasing hard drives. We discuss cloud-based file hosting services and how certain services may not be the best choices. How to know if a file has truly been removed from a drive. We discuss what to do if you're going to sell, give away, or throw away a computer. The difference between sanitizing older spinning disk magnetic hard drives and newer solid-state drives. Is it a do-it-yourself chore? When to seek professional help. Step 11, safe wireless networks, where we discuss both wired and wireless networks. We demonstrate why wireless networks need encryption. What about default network names and passwords? Why Wi-Fi passwords should be very long, and how long passwords can be easily managed. We explain why you should change the default admin account and when you should seek professional help with these items. Beware of fake Wi-Fi. Why you need to know the actual name of the wireless network you want to connect to. What are VPNs and when do I need one? Secure networks and smartphones. Step 12, careful where you click. In this step, we show numerous fake emails, fake websites, and how to spot them. We discuss assorted scams, tech support scams, fake antivirus, and the like, fake friends and contacts on social networking sites, fake search results, and fake news stories. We also demonstrate why sometimes it is important to slow down, read what's actually on the screen, and make sure you understand what it says before you click. These are some of the things we cover in the 12-step program. Of course, you can't cover every possible internet safety item, but you can cover enough major items to help people's safety profiles tremendously. You can also choose to teach single, power-packed sessions or slower-paced multiple sessions. We send students home with thorough handouts, homework, and contacts they can reach with follow-up questions and advice. I see the mission of creating an internet safety aware society and promoting internet safety community training as falling squarely in the corporate and enterprise realms as part of the corporate social responsibility programs that practically everyone is implementing. Let's face it, folks, converting the internet from the slap-happy, punch-drunk, dangerous mess that it is now into a safety-aware society is going to cost money and commitment from boards of directors, CEOs, presidents, all the way through the line. The benefits to both corporations and their customers customers can be tremendous. By including internet safety community training as part of your company's public outreach campaign, your company is positioned as a high impact, socially responsible leader in the cyber safety education space, addressing important needs, standing in the gap between criminals and underserved, honest internet users, and promoting safe, educated, and inclusive communities. This benefit engenders goodwill and builds an emotional affinity for your company's brand by closely aligning with your customers' passion to be safe on the internet. By expressing a concern for everyone in the community and not just your company's employees, your company is proving a true commitment to social responsibility. This appeals to all geographic and demographic internet audiences. Your company is also perceived as having a committed brand promise of empowering internet users with new, safe, and secure ways of using technology, leading to strong, vibrant communities, improved quality of life, and a stronger company. What could be more socially responsible than helping society be safe in using the internet systems we all want to use safely? Well, there you have it. We are the Internet Safety Group, a 501c3 nonprofit. Call me. Let's get to work.
Great. Thanks, Dave, for a great session. Super informative and definitely something we should all be paying attention to.